Hello! So I've been doing these videos for about a month now, but I wanted to come on here and actually talk about the title of the video. The job market sucks, so I'm actually following my dreams. Actually, I obviously like the job market has been in its ups and downs, but I really started to follow what I wanted to do when I came out of university. And I had actually, luckily, been recruited to work at a clinic, but it was temporary. It was just through COVID. And I knew that I would have to figure out what I wanted to do after. And the job market, it's so normalized to spend so much time looking for a job and apply to jobs, do your cover letter, all of that unpaid. And you can do it for a year. It's a very mentally exhausting task. It's emotionally exhausting. It's obviously, you're just demanding your time. It can be physically demanding. I just knew that I wanted no part of that in general. And I knew that the corporate world, I could really love it and all that, but I just knew it wasn't for me when it came to taking control of my career, my life, and really just understanding that, if I do this or I don't, it's something that's more in my hands than not. So that's how I really came into freelancing and really just trying to figure all of this out on my own. It was one of the many reasons, but I was very much not really excited about the job market, especially now. You really have to think about what you want to do, how long you're going to be doing it for if you're not doing something you want to do. And if you are also applying to this job that you don't want to do and it's taking so much time, it's taking so much of your energy, and you know that even if you do get it, it's not even something that was like your number one dream, then it's a very interesting feeling and situation to be in. It can be very daunting in its own way to do that as well, for sure. And I don't knock anyone who's trying to do that. But for me, especially now in this age, I was just like, no. It doesn't seem like there is much of that choice anymore, really. Especially if you're thinking about that typical 9 to 5 where you're commuting to work and you are driving to, let's say, your office. That takes 2 hours, let's say, in total, maybe hour and a half, depending on obviously how far away you are. But like getting ready and then driving to the work, there's traffic, obviously. And then you get there and then you're not let out till like 5. By the time you get home, it's probably like, and you settle down, it's probably like 6 p.m. That's 3 hours of work unpaid that you're doing as well. And if you're working from home, that's amazing. But that's one thing that I would really be able to say is that now with the job market and the wages that on average that they're offering you versus how much money it takes to just live your life, your groceries, let's say you want to buy a house, but even if you're renting, your taxes, your bills, a lot of that does not really match up nowadays to what they're offering you. And then the job market itself is so abysmal, and it just makes you want to give so much of your energy over to it for something that at the end of the day, when you really think about it, I feel like people, especially when you come out of university or school or anything like that, you have been moving so fast, it can be kind of hard to remember to stop and think about what you're kind of getting versus what it's worth, And if you really stop to think about it, a lot of the times, especially nowadays, it's not as worth it as it was previously, years ago. So as for me, that's a lot of the reasons why I decided to really just start following my dreams and start going freelance and seeing what I can do to be able to fulfill my dreams in that way. And that, when I first started that, that was 2019. It's now 2025. And I feel like I'm making more money now than I would have if I was doing that corporate job that I would have gone for. I'm working from home. I feel so much more fulfilled in that way. And I'm definitely not like at the place I want to be, but I definitely do not regret the decisions that I made back then. It's so important to be able to really critically look at the landscape and understand what these jobs are really trying to offer you, because your life, your time is so important. And if we break down the numbers, let's say 50 hours a week including commuting, getting ready and all that, you know, 2 days out of the week you're free. That is so much of your time, of your life, that you're giving until, you know, retirement age. And honestly, like, obviously doing this as well is not, it's not there's ups and downs as well, of course, with this, but at the very least it's something that I know is more fully in my hands than something like a more traditional job. So yeah, that's what I wanted to come on here and really talk about. I am a channel that does a lot of business related topics relating to systems and management and workflows and processes, automation, stuff like that. But I wanted to make more kind of life videos like this as well, to be able to kind of talk about what I'm feeling on that more personal side. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, subscribe to the channel if you can.